If you are already in retirement or have recently done so, you and your family should feel good about what you have accomplished. At the same time, there are a lot of important things to consider to protect your family's future and your lifestyle. In this new series, we will share our wealth management strategy and a specific approach to help individuals and families successfully navigate retirement. My name is Chris Zeches, and I'm a certified financial planner and managing partner at Zeches Wealth Management. My father, who is also a certified public accountant, and I have built a wealth management practice that has one singular focus: to use our financial planning and tax expertise to help multi-generational families and business owners achieve more of what they love. In line with our focus, the purpose of these monthly videos is to address the issues that you are most concerned about and give you actionable advice that may be used to improve your and your family's financial outlook. If you are already in retirement or have recently done so, you and your family should feel good about what you have accomplished. You have made some smart decisions and the appropriate sacrifices to get to where you are today. At the same time, there are a lot of important things to consider to protect your family's future and lifestyle. Since you are no longer in your peak earning years, you need a different approach, a different way of thinking. How can you best protect the wealth you've created over the years and best utilize it to maximize what you will have throughout all of your retirement? In our experience in working with clients, we have created a wealth management strategy and a specific approach to help individuals and families successfully make that transition and potentially thrive in retirement. The primary areas we have identified that retirees need to focus on most include: 1. Cash flow management. 2. Establishing a war chest. 3. Implementing tax saving strategies. 4. Controlling risk using insurance. And then finally, properly planning your estate. Now, these are all topics that we're going to cover over the next few months. In each of the upcoming videos in this series, we will do a deep dive into these important areas, going into detail on what needs to be done to give you and your family the best chance for success in retirement. Now, to lay the groundwork for our future videos, today we will briefly discuss each area of focus and why it is so essential that you pay close attention to it. In our next video in this series, we will discuss how you should consider handling cash flow management. If you have made it to retirement, you obviously didn't get to this milestone without successful planning. However, now that your work income stream has ceased, cash flow management is more important than ever. To try and avoid any surprises in future years, it is important to predict cash inflows and outflows and project a budget for them all the way out to the age of 95. The main reason for this is that you could be in retirement for a third of your life, and your needs and desires will change significantly during that time frame. For example, many individuals may travel extensively and budget for it in their first 10 years of retirement before any health issues might arise. Later on, travel lessens, but future healthcare needs might be needed, and those expenses normally increase quite dramatically. Compounding matters is the constant rise of inflation. The rising cost of groceries, gas, and other basic necessities of life can have a significant impact on your retirement savings and wealth. During challenging times in the financial markets, large fluctuations in asset values can compound an already complex situation. Properly estimating your cash flow needs and continually adjusting them based on inflation, life changes, and the performance of the financial markets will help you determine what cash withdrawal strategies are most appropriate for your situation. In our next video, we will cover having a war chest and an overall distribution strategy. Basically, having a war chest is having an allocation of cash and bonds based on your cash flow needs to act as guardrails to protect you should your financial plan begin to stray off course. Depending on how large the distributions are from your accounts for many living expenses, your war chest may require several years of living expenses to ensure you have enough to weather a decline or volatility in the equity markets. Once you have determined the appropriate level of your war chest, you should adjust your portfolio to create the cash and bonds necessary to get you to your number. In addition to making sure that you are managing your cash flow properly and building a war chest, It's also important to optimize your plan using a well-thought-out distribution strategy. As you look at the distribution strategies, you should also review any tax mitigation techniques available to you. Taxes can get quite complex, but some examples might include picking the right time to liquidate certain assets, optimizing when and from where you take your retirement income distributions, doing some planning around how you take your required or minimum distributions, or taking advantage of any tax credits that you qualify for. In the video on tax mitigation techniques, we'll do a deep dive into identifying and implementing the available tax strategies most relevant to your situation. The next video will look at how using insurance can help control risk. Insurance is one of those things you hope you never need, but when you need it, you really need it. It is important to make sure you aren't underinsured in the areas that could impact you the most. Those include home, auto, umbrella, and even long-term care. Let's take long-term care insurance as one example. Skilled nursing and assisted living facilities can cost more than $100,000 for just 1 year of care. In-home care can cost many thousands of dollars per year. No one wants to think they were needed, but long-term care insurance can protect you and your assets and provide you options. In our upcoming video on this topic, we'll help you identify the appropriate levels you should consider, the different types of insurance policies, and the strategies for limiting your risk in the most affordable manner. Finally, we need to look at proper ways to help you establish one's estate plan. When was the last time you reviewed your estate planning documents? Has anything changed that would affect your end-of-life wishes? Has there been a death or divorce in the family? Have you welcomed new grandchildren? Have you purchased new real estate or other assets? Is a named executor of your living will the same? It is a good idea to review your estate plan documents on a regular basis. Tax laws also change regularly related to estate tax exemptions, and these changes are a good thing for you to take note of. The goal of estate planning is to make sure that your legal documents reflect your wishes, both while living and after your passing. If you've had any key family events, make it a point to review your estate planning documents, and if not, still make it a priority to revisit them from time to time. Your legacy counts on it. In our video on this topic, we'll discuss what to look for when looking at your estate planning documents and how you can make sure that your wishes is going to be implemented. As you can see, the whole of financial planning is much greater than the sum of its parts. To only address a few things can leave other areas unprotected. Having a multi-pronged approach that covers everything from cash flow to insurance coverage to making sure your estate documents are up to date provides peace of mind that allows you to enjoy your retirement. And isn't that what it's all about? So please join me the next time when we will discuss proper cash flow management in detail. Thank you for listening, and remember, we believe you can have a flexible life plan to achieve more of what you love. More financial confidence, more for your family, more freedom, more choices.